Welcome back to Mrs. Steiner Reads. I'm Mrs. Steiner, and I'm very happy that you tuned in today for this episode. Now, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite authors. I know I talk a lot about my favorite books, but today is a particular author that I really like, and his name is Kevin Henkes. Now, of course, he writes easy readers because that's mostly what we focus on, and his books are amazing and beautiful. He is one of my favorite illustrators. He does a great job of making all his books look different, but you can still kind of tell he did the artwork. Now, first I want to show you his brand new book. It's not brand new, but it's pretty new. It's called Egg. I don't know if you guys have seen this one yet. It's a beautiful book. Now, if you look at it, you're going to think, Mrs. Steiner, that's a baby book. And it does look a little simple, but it's very beautiful and it's really sweet. And I do love a good book with birds. Remember that one we read where the elephant had a bird on his head? Yeah, I kind of like birds. So this is one that you might want to check out at your library. On the back, I love when they give you a little idea of what the book is about. Okay, so this one says, crack, crack, crack. 4 eggs, 1 big surprise. Okay, so you need to look at that one. Now, some of Kevin Henkes' other books include Julius and Chrysanthemum. Oh, have you read Chrysanthemum? She doesn't like her name. Her name is Chrysanthemum, and she really doesn't like it. Oh, it's such a sweet story. And then there's Owen, and then there's Sheila Ray the Brave, and then there's Wimberly Worried. Oh, have you read Wimberly Worried? She's so worried. Oh, she's scared of everything. It's a very good book. And then he won an award that all illustrators want to win. Do you know the award I'm talking about? It's called the Caldecott. The Caldecott's the big one. It's the one that all illustrators want to win. And he won it for this book right here, Kitten's First Full Moon. Now look at this book. It looks way different than Egg. It looks way different than any of his other books because, well, it's just black and white. Black and white and a little bit of purple. That's all that's in that book. And it's really beautiful, and I also suggest that you read it. Okay, so which book am I going to read today? Well, I'll tell you. I picked this one because I received a comment on my YouTube page. See down here right below the video when you're finished, you can leave a comment. Well, somebody left a comment for me and they wanted me to read a book. So I'm going to do it. So if you want to leave a comment, I might read one of your books. But before I start, I need to say a great big hello to all of my friends at Piggott Elementary School. Hello, Piggott Elementary School. Thank you for watching Mrs. Steiner Reads. And today I'm going to read this book just for you guys. So shout out to Piggott. And I am going to read Lilly's Purple Plastic Purse. This is a great book. I used to read this a long time ago. I've been a librarian now for a lot of years. I'm not going to tell you how many. But this is a book that I read when I used to teach with my first graders. So I hope that you guys love this book. It is Lilly's Purple Plastic Purse. It is by Kevin Henkes. There's the title page, Lilly's Purple Plastic Purse by Kevin Henkes. There's only one name because he is the author and the illustrator. He writes the words and draws the pictures. Lilly loved school. I love school. She loved the pointy pencils, she loved the squeaky chalk, and she loved the way her boots went clickety-clickety-click down the long, shiny hallways. Lilly loved the privacy of her own desk, mine. She loved the fish sticks and chocolate milk every Friday in the lunchroom. Straws make everything taste better. For you, and most of all, she loved her teacher, Mr. Slinger. Mr. Slinger was as sharp as a tack. He wore artistic shirts, he wore glasses on a chain around his neck, and he wore a different colored tie for each day of the week. Wow, said Lilly. That was just about all she could say. Wow. Instead of greeting students or good morning pupils, Mr. Slinger winked and said, howdy. He thought that desks in rows were old-fashioned and boring. Do you rodents think you can handle a semicircle? And he always provided the most tasty snacks, things that were curly and crunchy and cheesy. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Me too, said her friends, Chester and Wilson and Victor. At home, Lily pretended to be Mr. Slinger. I am the teacher, she told her baby brother Julius. Listen up. Lily even wanted her own set of deluxe picture encyclopedias. What's with Lily? Asked her mother. I thought she wanted to be a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva, said her father. It must be because of her new teacher, Mr. Slinger, said her mother. Wow, said her father. That was just about all he could say. Wow. Whenever the students had free time, they were permitted to go to the light bulb lab in the back of the classroom. They expressed their ideas creatively through drawing and writing. Lily went often. She had a lot of ideas. She drew pictures of Mr. Slinger, and she wrote stories about him too. During sharing time, Lily showed her creations to the entire class. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. And down here she's saying, and at the very last second, Mr. Slinger saved the cold, starving elderly. Oh, she wrote a little book called Big, Friendly, Mr. Nice Man Teacher. That's a funny title. When Mr. Slinger had bus duty, Lily stood in line, even though she didn't ride the bus. Lily raised her hand more than anyone in class, even if she didn't know the answer. And she sang, call on me, please, please, please. And she volunteered to stay after school to clap erasers. I want to be a teacher when I grow up, said Lily. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. One Monday morning, Lily came to school especially happy. She'd gone shopping with her Grammy over the weekend. Lily had a new pair of movie star sunglasses, complete with glittery diamonds and a chain like Mr. Slinger's. She had 3 shiny quarters, and best of all, she had a brand new purple plastic purse that played a jaunty tune when it was opened. Do you know what a jaunty tune is? That's like a funny little song. Lily wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Listen to our story. Lily had a hard time listening. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Let's be considerate of our classmates. Lily had a hard time being considerate. Lily really wanted to show everyone. Not now, said Mr. Slinger. Wait until recess or sharing time. But Lily could not wait. The glasses were so glittery, the quarters were so shiny, and the purse played such nice music, not to mention how excellent it was for her storing school supplies. Look, Lily whispered fiercely. Look, everyone. Look what I've got. Everyone looked, including Mr. Slinger. He was not amused. I'll just keep your things at my desk until the end of the day, said Mr. Slinger. They'll be safe there, and then you can take them home. Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. Her glasses were gone. Her quarters were gone. Her purple plastic purse was gone. Lily longed for her purse all morning. She was even too sad to eat the snack Mr. Slinger served before recess. That afternoon, Lily went to the light bulb lab. She was still very sad. She thought. And then she became angry. She thought some more. And then she became furious. And she thought a bit longer, and then she drew a picture of Mr. Slinger. Do you see it? Big, fat, mean Mr. Stealing Teacher. Wanted by FBI. And look, she's got words pointing. Bad. Thief. Claws. Bad. Wanted by FBI. P.S. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up. Right before the last bell rang, Lily sneaked the drawing into Mr. Slinger's book bag. When all the students were buttoned and zipped and snapped and tied and ready to go home, Mr. Slinger strolled over to Lily and gave her a purple plastic purse back. It's a beautiful purse, said Mr. Slinger. Your quarters are nice and jingly, and those glasses are absolutely fabulous. You may bring them back to school as long as you don't disturb the rest of the class. I do not want to be a teacher when I grow up, Lily said as she marched out of the classroom. On the way home, Lily opened her purse. Her glasses and quarters were inside, and so was a note from Mr. Slinger. It said, "Today was a difficult day. Tomorrow will be better. There was also a small bag of tasty snacks at the bottom of the purse. And do you see how she feels smaller and smaller and smaller in the picture? Lily's stomach lurched. She felt like crying. She felt simply awful. Lily ran all the way home and told her mother and father everything. Instead of watching her favorite cartoons, Lily decided to sit in the uncooperative chair. I'll stay here 1,000,000 years for Mr. Slinger. Why does everything always happen to me? 1051, 1052, 1059. That night, Lily drew a nice picture of Mr. Slinger and wrote a story about him too. And the letter says, Lily was really, really sorry, so everyone forgave her, even her parents, even her stinky baby brother, even her especially incredible teacher. And then the sun shined its smiley face down on everyone and everything, even the bugs and the worms. The end. And do you see the picture? It says, listen up, I forgive everyone. And then it has an arrow that says, could be principal. And it says on the side, you have to turn it. See how you have to turn the page? I am really, 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 really sorry. And down here it says, worms. And then down here she's saying to herself, I'm an author. Lily's mother wrote a note, and Lily's father baked some tasty snacks for Lily to take to school the next day. I think Mr. Slinger will understand, said Lily's mother. I know he will, said Lily's father. And Dad is saying, how could he resist my no-frills cheese balls? The next morning, Lily got to school early. These are for you, Lily said to Mr. Slinger, because I'm really, 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 really sorry. Mr. Slinger read the story, and he looked at the picture, and he read the note, and she's saying, what does it say? And he sampled the snacks. Yum, yum. Wow, said Mr. Slinger. That was just about all he could say. Wow. What do you think we should do with this? Asked Mr. Slinger. He's holding up the bad note. Could you just throw it away? Asked Lily. Excellent idea, said Mr. Slinger. It's like having an extra pocket with a radio inside. 3/4 are even better than a dollar bill because they make noise. Glamorous protection from harmful rays. During sharing time, Lily demonstrated the many uses and unique qualities of her purple plastic purse, her shiny quarters, and her glittery movie star glasses. Then she did a little performance using them as props. It's called interpretive dance, said Lily. Mr. Slinger joined in. Wow, said the entire class. That was just about all they could say. Wow. Throughout the rest of the day, Lily's purse and quarters and sunglasses were tucked safely inside her desk. She peeked at them often, but she did not disturb a soul. Right before the last bell, Mr. Slinger served Lily snacks to everyone's delight. What do you want to be when you grow up? Asked Mr. Slinger. A teacher, everyone responded. Lily's response was the loudest. Excellent choice, said Mr. Slinger. As the pupils filed out of the classroom, Lily held her purple plastic purse close to her heart. Mr. Slinger was right. It had been a better day. Lily ran and skipped and hopped and flew all the way home. She was so happy, and she really did want to be a teacher when she grew up. That is, when she didn't want to be a dancer or a surgeon or an ambulance driver or a diva, or a pilot, or a hairdresser, or a scuba diver. And it ends with ... Do you know what the ... means? That means like going on and on and on and on, like never ending. She wants to be so many things. And I wonder if she'll be a teacher. She sure did want to be a lot of things, didn't she? She's leaving her options open, that Lily is. Okay, so what did you think? I thought that was a great book. I love how many things she wants to be when she grows up. And I hope you guys want to be a whole lot of things when you grow up too. I really love this book. I really love Kevin Henkes, and I really love that you guys left me a comment, and I want to thank again all my friends at Piggott Elementary School. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. So, I also, I got one more book I want to show you. Lilly has a sequel. Have you guys seen it? It's called Lily's Big Day. So if you've read Lily's Purple Plastic Purse, which you have because I just read it, then you need to go to your library and get Lily's Big Day. Something amazing happens in this one. I'm not going to tell you what. That would be a spoiler, and we don't have spoilers on Mrs. Steiner Reads. All right, so don't forget to go get this one. All of your Kevin Henkes books are going to be in the Easy Readers or the picture books, if your library does it that way, in the HEN for Henkes. Now, here's what I need you to do. I need you to go ahead and give my video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the bell if you want to receive future notifications. Don't forget to like me on Twitter at Mrs. Steiner Reads and like me on Facebook at Mrs. Steiner Reads. I'm so happy you were here for this episode. I'm so happy to have new friends, and I appreciate everybody watching my videos. Keep sharing. See you next time. Lily's stomach lurched. Nice. I'm going to start down here at the bottom where her stomach is lurching. Wonder why. Maybe it's because the bell went off. Maybe. Lily's mother wrote a note, and Lily's father... Hello, lights. Hello. Hello. Okay, here we go.